Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shannon Cake, and we begin this afternoon with breaking news. A verdict has just been reached in the trial of a Boynton Beach police officer. This officer accused of rape, now found not guilty on all charges. The Now's Jamel Lene has been covering this trial. She's joining us with more on the verdict. Jamel?
A not guilty verdict for former Boynton Beach officer Stephen Maiorino. There were outbursts of tears in that courtroom as that verdict was being read about 40 minutes ago. Some of those tears were tears of joy. That was on the officer side, the family side, and then some of those tears were tears of disappointment, obviously, on the victim side. Let's recap and take a listen in to that verdict being read right now.
State of Florida versus Stephen J. Maiorino, defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty.
Again, former Boynton Beach officer found not guilty on 2 counts of sexual battery, 1 count of kidnapping, and lastly, 1 count of unlawful compensation or reward. The officer was accused of raping the young victim last year near Interstate 95. The victim said the officer forced her to have sex on the hood of his car. During the trial, the defense claimed that there were too many inconsistencies in the victim's story. Right now, Maiorino, he is headed over to the jail where he will be released in a few hours. We will have much more coming up on this not guilty verdict at 5 and 6. That's the latest here at downtown. I'm Jamel Lene for the Now South Florida.